Hey all, my name is Paul Borosky and I am the owner of Quality Business Plan. And what I'd like to do today is give you all some tips and tricks on how to write a sporting apparel store business plan, as well as how to construct a basic financial model that'll help you determine what your profits are based on the number of customers serviced, as well as your average expected ticket per customer. And from that financial model, once we go over it, you might be able to later on expand it into a 12-month pro forma financial projections, as well as your income statement for the next 5 years. So the way the video is going to work is I'm going to go ahead and first give you all a little bit of background about me, who I am, what I do, and why I do it. From that point, we're going to talk about some tips and tricks in writing a sporting apparel business plan. So as promised, a little bit about me. I am a professional writer, specifically a business plan writer. So if y'all do want to avoid all the fun and excitement of writing your own sporting apparel business plan, just pick up the phone, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. I'd be absolutely beside myself excited to assist in that endeavor. If you do want to write your own sporting apparel business plan, at least make sure to check out some of my books on Amazon.com. I've got some books published for business plan writing purposes. Again, just check them out there. And then finally, I am an adjunct professor and subject matter expert in both fit business and finance. So if your business plan is wrapped up, but you still need some help with your financial projections, again, give me a call, send me a text, send me an email. Be delighted to help with that aspect of the business plan as well. All right, enough about me. Let's talk about your sporting apparel business plan. When you're writing your company description for your sporting apparel business, make sure to touch on your product mix. Are you going to be selling jerseys? Are you going to be doing specializing in sneakers and cleats or other footwear? Are you going to be doing equipment? Are you going to be doing collectibles? Or are you going to be doing a mixture of those? So, some business models, what they're going to do is they're going to specialize in jerseys and offer a few different accessories, or they might specialize in equipment and then just dabble into the sneakers and the jerseys and the collectibles. So whatever your product mix is going to be, or finally, some businesses for the sporting apparel, but they're going to have pretty much an equal amount of jerseys and sneakers and equipment and collectibles. So whatever your strategy is going to be, make sure to specifically state if you're going to specialize in one product or if you're going to be a generalist and service all of them. Just make sure you touch on which strategy is going to be, and then provide details about that. For example, if you're going to specialize in jerseys, then make sure you say that our specialty is going to be jerseys, and then maybe talk about some additional services in regards to your specialty. For example, you might embroider the team name onto a jersey, or you might provide custom shirts, for the sports. Sports participants to wear outside of their game. Whatever your product mix is going to be and whatever your add-on services are going to be, make sure to touch on those in your company description section of the business plan. Also, when you're writing your business plan, make sure to include some statistics. For example, the sporting apparel store industry, retail front, is a $6.7 billion industry. In the last 5 years, COVID-19 did impact sales a little bit, so the revenue growth was only 1.5% annually. However, for the foreseeable future, industry experts anticipate a 0.4% growth rate. When you include these statistics in your company description section, first you're going to go ahead and you're showing the reader that you are an expert in the industry. You've done your research, you know what's going on in the industry, and you're showing it by providing that information. Also, when you provide this information, you're adding credibility to the document, saying this is a factual document. So when they read the company description, yes, it's factual. When they see the industry research, yes, it's factual. When they see your organizational chart, yes, it's factual. Once they see the marketing section, they'll say, you know what, this is factual. And then when they start going into your startup costs and when they start going into your pro forma financial projections, you've already trained the reader that this is a factual document. So the likelihood of them agreeing with your startup cost as well as your pro forma financial projections, the likelihood is increased because everything else is factual and you've established yourself as an industry expert. And from that point, you have a good chance of having them buy your projections and your startup cost. All right. Tip number 2 is for your financial projections. So as I described, this little model right here, it's definitely not a pro forma financial projection that's going to develop immediately into your 12-month profit and loss or your pro forma next 5 years projections. However, it's an excellent foundation for you to use to determine how many customers you need to service and what is the average sales price needs to be in order to achieve the profits you want to have for this organization or your sporting apparel business to make sense for you. So the way it's structured, it's broken into 3 categories. This is your revenues, expenses, and then monthly profits. And the way this works out is we're going to identify the number of customers you're going to be serviced, the number of customers that are going to be serviced daily, whether it's online or in store. For this example, we're saying 20 customers on average. The average sales price is going to be $85. So we're saying that if a customer comes in on average, it's going to be an $85 ticket. The third variable we need to identify is the variable cost. So for this example, again, we're saying that if you spend $85 or if you sell $85 worth of sporting equipment or jerseys or sporting apparel, then the cost to you is $40. Once we identify these 3 variables, we can then go ahead and calculate our total gross profits. And in this example, what we're going to do is we're going to deduct our variable cost from our average sales price, is going to give us $45. Then we're going to take that $45, multiply it by 20, which is the number of customers we're going to service on a daily basis, and that's going to give us total gross profits of $900. Finally, we're going to take that $900, multiply it by the days we're going to be open, excuse me, which is 30, gives us total gross profits of $27,000. Once we identify that, we're going to take the $27,000, drop it into the monthly profits, and then calculate our monthly fixed cost. For a monthly fixed cost, we're saying that typical monthly fixed cost for a sporting apparel store is going to be the lease, the labor, utilities, marketing, supplies, counting, legal, insurance, and then the catch-all miscellaneous. For this example, I've broken it out individually. We add them up, and for the example, it's going to give us $14,800. Once we identify our monthly fixed costs, we're going to put it right underneath our total gross profits, and then we're going to deduct those monthly costs from our gross profits. And in this example, it's going to give us a net profit of $12,200. So now, once we identify that if we service 20 customers on a daily basis with an average sales price of $85, and we keep these costs in line, then we know that our net profits should be close to $12,000. Now, if we want to really bump it up a notch and we want to start playing with these variables, we can increase the number of sales, and we can also start increasing the marketing and other components to see how the various components are going to impact our net profits. So there's a lot of different usages for this basic model, and not only that, but like I explained earlier, we can take these revenues and the cost and the monthly profits and expand that into a 12-month projection just by tying in some additional spreadsheets. All right, so hopefully, in summary, when you're writing your sporting apparel business plan, make sure to follow a proven format. If you're not well versed in writing business plans for this industry, use a template. And I do have a template that is aligned with the sporting apparel industry. You can buy that on my website, qualitybusinessplan.com/sporting apparel store business plan template. The template includes a Word document that's pretty much a fill in the blank. Industry research is already done for you. And also it includes a financial model that is designed for the sporting apparel store or customized for the sporting apparel industry. So, it's a pretty good deal. Check it out on my website. If you do want a custom business plan written for your sporting apparel store, definitely reach out to me. And you can also check out some of my packages that I sell for the different types of business plans I offer. Visit my website, qualitybusinessplan.com/business plan prices #3. And on that site, you can see some sample videos of how a typical business plan is going to look. Yeah, so hopefully this information was helpful. And as always, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up and go out and make a little bit of money. Thank you.